Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the channel. The video that you're about to watch is a tournament styled video between two of my good buds, Matt Brody and Tyler Kollias. The Paramount Open video was super well received, and so I wanted to start doing more tournament styled videos with my friends at courses here in Wisconsin to share with you guys a little bit about the disc golf scene. So with that being said, hope you enjoy. If you do, don't forget to leave a thumbs up at the end of the video, and for more videos in the future, subscribe.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 2020 Brollias Battle presented by yours truly, Caddie Disc Golf. We're going to be playing a 9-hole tournament at Oakwood Community Park, designed by my good friend Mike Harrington. This is actually his first ever course design, and we're thankful for it here. Let's take a look at today's competitors. First up, we have Matt Brody, PDGA number 67763. He's currently 916 rated, throws with the right hand, and has the best calves in disc golf. Competitor number 2, Tyler Kollias, PDGA number 69082. Currently 925 rated, throws with the right, and invented the pancake pond, which I'm not sure what that is, but that's okay. These two competitors were last year's Wisconsin Tour MA2 Top 1 and Top 2 finishers.
Matt, you and Tyler have been friendship rivals for quite some time. You've got an open course, short holes, long holes. What's the strategy today?
It's going to be playing the wind a little bit, making sure that I don't have to make long putts because Tyler's going to make all of his long putts, and maybe take him out at the knees.
What's the strategy?
To play the wind correctly and hopefully choose the right disc, and hopefully I can putt good today.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, well, you heard their interviews. Let's get started. Hole 1, 400 feet, 122 meters. Not a lot of trouble on this hole. Truthfully, you're just trying to get as far down as you can. A birdie look is ideal, but if you walk away with just a par, that's all right too. Just so y'all are aware, all the holes here will be par 3s. Tyler will be putting with Exo Hard Links, and Matt Classic Blend judges. First on the tee, we have Matt Brody, who is throwing a Star Destroyer. Lands about 3/4 of the way up there. Tyler ripping his Echo DD3, puts a bit of hyzer on it, but he's down there a decent amount. Matt looking to run a jump putt. Tyler's going to be trying to do the same thing, and he will not be taking an early one-stroke lead. Matt hits a great par putt from about 20 feet. Tyler from about 15, and we're moving on all tied up. Hole 2, 205 feet, 62 meters. This hole actually plays uphill, so you're probably throwing about 100 feet flat before it starts to go upward. Really the play here is to just take a mid-range or a putter and throw something straight or even on a hyzer to just try to get up to the basket. Some players might even vouch for fairway drivers just because it does play uphill, plays a bit farther, and there is a tailwind today, so a little bit more stability coming out of the hand. Matt here is taking a swirly FD. Let's go of it a tad early, hyzer's just to the left. Tyler's taking a night strike 2, hoping to correct on the hyzer. Puts it right and has a fantastic throw. Tyler is outside compared to Matt, still inside of the circle, near circle's edge, putting into a headwind. Tickles the chains. Great effort. Matt looking to gain a stroke here on hole 2. Slightly uphill putt. Not enough steam. Hits the front of the cage. We'll be walking away with a par. Tyler will do the same, and we're all tied up going into hole 3. Hole 3 is 276 feet, 84 meters. This is a pretty straight shot. The basket is surrounded by kind of a cove of trees. So as a result, it makes the hyzer shot, either sidearm or backhand, a lot more difficult. Really, people are just going to be taking a putter or mid-range and throwing it straight up here. I typically throw my Luster MD, unless there's a tailwind, then I'm not afraid to throw my D-Line P3X. I'm sure from our competitors we'll see probably mid-ranges. We'll see if either of them can get inside of the circle for a look at the birdie. Matt still has the box and will be throwing an ESP Buzz off the tee. Out of his hand, it looks really good, but starts to slow down a bit early, and hyzer's left, getting a lot of skip action, putting him in a tough spot. Tyler looking to make the correction with his C-Line MD, turns it over too much, and will be in the trees here on the right side. A good step putt effort right into the cage. He'll be walking away with a tap-in par. Matt down on one knee. Looking to propose to the basket. Little bit low. He will also be tapping in for 3. And we're still tied up going into hole 4. All right, hole 4, 252 feet, 77 meters, slightly uphill, but not too much. In my opinion, this is the most aceable hole here. We actually have a catch cam set up on the basket just in case. Really, you can throw any type of shot, forehand to the left, backhand to the right, straight up the gut. If you go too wide on the right side, you can hit the trees that surround the previous hole's basket. But you've got a decent amount of room to work with. So really, you're just going to take a putter or even a mid-range and just try to get as close as you can, maybe run an ace. There is a 6 to 8 mile headwind here. Matt is taking a jawbreaker zone. Threw it very nicely, landed about 15 feet short. He'll have a nice look for a 2. Tyler throwing his Shadow Titan MD4. Or method. Ended up left, about circle's edge. Into a headwind, hits the putt, no problem. Great confidence there. Not letting Matt walk away with the stroke easily. Matt's going to try to match from about 15 feet or so. No problems, and we've got a star frame. Hole 5, 283 feet, 86 meters. Really, the play here is a forehand, just hanging out left and let it kind of dive in. You can throw a disc pretty straight too. The problem with the hyzer route is that you've got some trees on the right that you can get caught up in. I've seen a lot of people take a spike hyzer route because if you can put it high enough here, you can have the disc kind of dive through the trees and into the basket. But really, I think the more traditional route is going to be something straight or even just a forehand wide and try to skip back into this little cove of trees near the basket. Matt here is lining up his Glow Thunderbird on the forehand line. Throws it a bit low, but it does skip and gets up there a little bit. He'll be in the circle 2 range. Tyler taking an S-line DD3, looking to do the same thing, and unfortunately the headwind picked up right as he threw, and that turned over and kind of dove in. Tyler with a soft link, running it, just left of it. Should be able to clean up the par, no problem. Matt looking to gain a stroke from circle 2. Fluffs it low. And we got more pars coming your way. All right, pay attention to the top right of your screen. That's the hyzer line. Hole 6 is 245 feet, 75 meters. You can either take that hyzer line or go straight up the gut. You're throwing about 80 to 90 feet before the hole directs downward. What's really cool about this hole, this is actually my favorite hole on the course, is that during the summer, you've got the field behind the basket. Every other year, it is soybeans, and on the opposite years, it's corn. So if you go long, you can definitely get into some trouble. Nonetheless, in the summer, it is just a beautiful hole. Really, you're going to want to take a putter up the gut or take something more like a fairway or a distance driver if you're going to take the hyzer out and try to get near the basket. Matt here is vouching for the straight line with a C-line MD5. Unfortunately, catches a branch and falls early. Tyler has a C-line PD2 lined up. He's fighting the headwind on the hyzer route. Hits the gap no problem and finishes about 15 feet short. It's a perfect drive. He'll have a 15-foot headwind putt for the 2. Matt looking to jump it in, puts a little too much oomph on it, goes long. Tyler for his birdie. He rushed it a bit, he knows it, pulls it to the right. Matt able to take a par, no strokes. For Tyler will be gained here. Looking to clean up the par after missing. In his head a little bit, hits the cage short, and he'll be tapping in a 4. Matt will walk away with a stroke on the card. And now we're moving on. Hole 7 here, 271 feet, 83 meters. You have a backhand gap to the right, a sidearm gap to the left, which is the way we are taking for the hole preview. The right gap is definitely tighter than the left. A typical play here is a forehand to the left, something overstable, like an overstable mid-range or a fairway driver. If you're throwing the backhand route, you're probably going to throw similar disc, overstable to straight, mid-range, and or fairway driver. Really, the goal is to just get out of the gap and up here. No matter where you land, once you're out, you should have a putt. It's just really nice to beat those first trees and kind of make sure you don't get any strokes higher than a par. Matt here is throwing a Royal Rage Color Glow FD2. Hits the gap perfectly. Flies a little bit straight. He'll be about circle's edge to the right. Tyler throwing the new Halo Plastic Thunderbird. Executing the shot perfectly. And he has landed directly under the basket. Tyler looking to get a stroke back. Matt looking to make sure that doesn't happen. And he hits a big putt for the 2. Tyler feeling a bit defeated, taps in his birdie. He does not gain a stroke on Matt. But either way, we are moving on. Hole 8, the third farthest hole on this course, 357 feet, 109 meters. Really, it's a straight shot for about 305 feet, 310 feet. Once you get there, the hole actually starts to slant upward. The basket is in the middle of a hillside, so you are able to just throw dead straight at the basket. You could forehand, backhand, hyzer routes. If you go too long, you've got some pine trees that you have to contend with, but the hole plays pretty far. So really, if you're throwing the hyzer route, you should be all right. And you're going to want to throw something that sticks because this hill is definitely known to create some rollaways. Matt has his Star Destroyer in hand. Let's go of it flat. The 6 to 8 mile tailwind they're experiencing keeps it stable instead of flexing. He's right at the flat part before he's going uphill. Tyler looking to execute with the DD3. The disc unfortunately slips out early. He's hyzering to the left, and he'll have some work to get this birdie. He's a great jump putter, gives it a great run. Unfortunately, does not make the putt. Matt running it too. Tyler looking to just move on. Unfortunately, hits chain high right. The disc does not stay in. He's feeling defeated on the putting. Tyler's really known for his putting, and today he's just struggling a little bit. Matt tapping in the par. Tyler tapping in the bogey. And Matt walking on with an extra stroke. Here's a quick leaderboard check-in. Matt is sitting with a 2-stroke lead going into the final hole at 2 down. Tyler has struggled just a bit with his putting, sitting at even. However, we're going into one of the coolest holes here. Definitely some opportunities to get some strokes back. Hole 9, my favorite hole distance-wise here. 422 feet, 129 meters. Elevated tee pad so you can get some great cranks out there. There's not a lot of trees dealing with you. All you have to do is be able to predict the wind and control a disc based on that. Really, for Tyler to get back in this, he's going to need Matt to have a fluffed drive and maybe a fluffed up shot, as well as him to park the hole for a birdie, try to force a tie, which would push us into a playoff hole. The guys are dealing with a headwind here, so Matt's taking another Star Destroyer, unfortunately releasing it low and nose down, only getting about halfway up the tee pad. Opens the door for Tyler, who takes a cloud breaker on just a little too much anhyzer. Unfortunately dies out, and he's going to have some work for the 2. Matt looking to just get this disc nice and close for a par to secure his win. See if Tyler can hit this birdie. He's got a Nova in hand. Hangs it a little wide, and unfortunately it's just a well-executed layup. Tyler will tap in his par, and Matt will walk in to tap in his par and a 2-stroke victory in the first ever Brollias battle. There's a flex from Matt himself, smiling off the camera. And here are your final results. Matt Brody has won it all. 2 down, 2-stroke win over Tyler. Unfortunately, there was no money donated, so the payout is a win and a loss. Anyhow, we are going to transition into post-round interviews so that you can hear from the guys.
Well, Tyler, you and Matt have been competing for quite some time. You've beat him multiple times. He's beat you multiple times. This time, he came out victorious. How are you feeling right now?
Not too bad. I missed those 2 putts that, well, I should have made the first one, but yeah, my putting was not as where it usually is, but it was fun.
We're going to be revisiting a battle between you two later on in the year, filmed. How are you going to prep from here on out for that?
We're just going to study this film and look at his weaknesses and take advantage of it.
All right, thanks a lot, Tyler. Matt, you come out victorious once again. Your first win and your only win of 2020. How is it feeling right now?
Feels great. I prepared for this day my whole life, and I was just glad to come out here and perform. Hit a great putt on 7, right? Yeah, 7. I was very fortunate on 6. I thought he was going to get a stroke on me, but I fortunately somehow got a stroke on him. And yeah, great day.
What does this win mean for you?
It means the world. My diary is going to have many pages filled with this day. I don't think I can say enough about it.
Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing the rematch later on this year.